Warning, if the big thing you're looking forward to in this film is the Joker, you should probably change that right now, I'm just saying. I'm trying to better your experience of this film because it's actually a lot of fun. So now let's talk about it. Suicide Squad. So, Suicide Squad is the third installment in the DC Extended Universe after Dawn of Justice. And in Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller wants to take a team of bad guys, put them all together, so they can take down a new threat that is not the Joker. It's not. And so now we have DC's answer to Guardians of the Galaxy, which is not a bad thing, you Marvel maniacs. Now, okay, when I saw Batman vs. Superman for the first time, it was with like a big crowd of DC fans, and so the hype just kind of got to me. I was like, oh, the movie's awesome. Then I saw it for a second time. I was like, okay, it does have flaws. So when it came to Suicide Squad, I searched this movie like a hawk for problems. And it did have a few of them, but was it better than Dawn of Justice? Yeah, it really was. I had a blast with this movie. First of all, the characters, just like you predicted, they were awesome. Will Smith as Deadshot is pretty much exactly what you think Will Smith as Deadshot is gonna be. They had these at the screening. He's the wisecracker, you know, he's got a lot of one-liners, and he's a badass with a gun, you know, he never misses. El Diablo was pretty cool, and they actually gave him more story than you think he would have. I thought he was just gonna be, you know, one of the members of the squad in the background, but no, they actually gave him a pretty cool story. And he is pretty badass when he unleashes the extent of his power. It's pretty awesome. Enchantress in the movie. I love Enchantress in this film. There are a lot of unexpected things that she does that I just did not see coming. I was, wow, dude. Enchantress was so badass, especially visually. Just, it was so cool to watch. A lot of eye candy in this film. Of course, that leads me to my next subject, Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn completely stole the show. And she actually had the Brooklyn accent. I was so happy when I heard it for the first time. I was like, oh my god, she actually has it, yay. I don't know, the trailers made it seem like she didn't. I don't know why, that's weird. Maybe they were like covering it up to not spoil it, in which case, oops, I guess I couldn't keep it in. But needless to say, I loved her in this film. She kicked ass. Her story with the Joker was very well done. And speaking of the Joker, Jared Leto as the Joker, I thought was really good. But like I said, if the big thing you're looking forward to is the Joker, just hold back on that a little bit because he's just not in the movie that much. He's not the main focus of the film. But the scenes he was in, yeah, I thought he was a great Joker. I can't really compare him to Heath Ledger because they're very different. Like, each Joker iteration has had its strengths. You know, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, now Jared Leto. They're all good in their own ways, you know? I just thought Jared Leto was really good as a Joker. Now, the movie itself is actually really exciting, although when it starts out, it actually seems like the movie's going to be shorter than it actually is. But then it went on and it ended up working out. The action was cool, although a lot of it was like really close up or shrouded in fog. Seriously, like there are big action scenes where like you can hardly see anything because there's so much fog around. That being said, it was still pretty cool to watch these guys throw down. I mean, Deadshot doing his thing with his guns, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, Katana was really cool. But the last, I'd say, act in this film, the big throwdown at the end, I felt it went bigger than I was expecting. You know, it went really big like the previous DC films did. But in this one, I actually felt it worked more because this is the DC universe after all. It is based off of comic books, you know, so yeah, go big with it. Play it up, make it awesome, I'm fine with it. Because it's just really cool to see. It's a lot of visual eye candy. This is like pretty much what the film's all about. Eye candy and awesome characters. So yes, although this film did have a few minor flaws, I can let them slide because I love the characters so much. I love the story. I love the fact that this is now becoming a bigger universe. This is really the first movie where you get a sense of that in a better way than BVS. The score was okay, but really when it comes to music, it's all about the soundtrack. Suicide Squad has a pretty killer soundtrack, I have to say. It's got classic rock in there, it's got rap in there, it's got remixes, it's got a whole bunch of chaotic stuff. It perfectly fits the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is supposed to be chaotic, the soundtrack is chaotic, the action is chaotic, the poster is chaotic. It just works. So I'm gonna go for it. For Suicide Squad, I will say, go see this movie right now. I gotta say, this is my favorite movie in the DC Extended Universe so far. So, Suicide Squad, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.